Test 4, take 1.
Okay. Could you introduce what's your name?
I'm Doris Anderson. I'm coming to you live from University Place in Greenwich Village,
And are you
Manhattan.
speaking in a unidirectional microphone?
I think it's unidirectional, could be omnidirectional, and it could be homodirectional. I'm not sure.
Would you tell the microphone that the camera operator is hand holding the camera on a tripod on a pod?
Yes, the camera operator is holding the camera on a tripod stuck in her belt.
Nice. Do you see any lesbians? You could give some commentary about any lesbians you might see.
Sure, I actually see evidence of lesbian behavior here on the street. If you look up here and you focus on this orange circle here, if you notice that orange circle, that actually is evidence of recently, probably in the last 24 hours, of a lesbian party. Probably a lesbian sex party has taken place recently in the past 24 hours. And that everybody who came down to University Place for the sex party, I'm sure it was nearby in one of these buildings, had to have an orange bracelet attached. Actually, it's necklace size. Had to have an orange day-glow necklace to identify them as having paid admission to the sex party. So obviously, someone had a very positive experience when they went to this party and found that in fact the rumor was not true, that the lesbian has not vanished, that the lesbian is not extinct, but in fact there was a very big room full of lesbians, all wearing bright neon orange necklaces. So obviously the lesbians who left the party were so ecstatic, they took their necklace off and they hung it from this wreath, this dangling line of Christmas lights.
Can we walk down to the next awning? You don't have to walk backwards. You can sort of walk.
Yes, if you'd like to follow me, I will take you down to the next awning.
Maybe we extend
Under this awning of the very well known and loved restaurant El Cantinero.
see any lesbians walking on the street?
Honestly, not yet, not so far. My gaydar is not pinging.
The camera's just gonna peek down the street.
Okay. I don't know. Here comes someone, possible candidate,
Maybe a lesbian dog.
with a little dog, a telltale sign. I would say the dog sweater matching the color of the straw in her Jamba Juice, because we know that the new lesbian color coordinates. We do know that. Yeah, I think it would be good for you and the audience to understand it. It's a very chilly, rainy day in Manhattan. It's usually the kind of weather that lesbians don't really come out into. They don't particularly like being outside in weather like this. So let's just say it's not their natural habitat. You probably would find them on the couch in their homes watching a football game. Or if they're femme lesbians, they might be watching ice skating, figure skating.
We can wrap up this segment for today without catching any lesbians.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's just the timing perhaps is bad. And, I think it's also the neighborhood. This is a very high income neighborhood, this zip code, and the percentage of lesbians living here is probably about 2%, if that. However, if you would like to have who would like to take a glimpse of some very lovely lingerie that a high femme lesbian possibly might be interested in. We could take a walk a couple blocks. Okay. Well, why don't we check out the window of the drugstore, see if they have any lube for sale. Let's just see. See a lot of bath products, a lot of icy hot patch after a long day of softball practice. No, I guess not. I see. Oh, and here's the Bronze Series 1 shaver for those lesbians with particularly resistant leg hair. Get a nice clean shave if you're the kind that shaves.
No.
You're not single? Too bad.
Not for everyone.
All the good ones are taken. Good. Okay, so, well, this perhaps is not a fair comparison, but I guess this is a very cute, white, almost virginal nightie one would wear for a very romantic evening with your, for femme with your butch ally after a rousing discussion at your femme book club. Pick up that friendly femme ally, take her home, and put on your nice white nightie for a night of hot action. Hot action. And then perhaps you can rethink, if you belong to a gym and you're used to wearing your boxers, you might rethink that style decision and acquire a pair of these panties that actually have, looks like a little lace opening right in the front. You would definitely wow your fellow softball players after you come out of the shower. Oh, and here we go. Now, I think you could possibly call this, I would say this is kind of like butch lingerie. Now, you notice the hairstyle of the mannequin? Okay, very close cropped hair, the little curl. A bra that the straps are kind of thick, reminding you of a sports bra. And then panties that are like boy shorts. And I want you to do a close-up right here of this book cover here, because this is what I would recommend to be. Doris would recommend this to any ally of a femme, any butch ally of a femme, for the perfect Christmas present or holiday present. It's called the Lingerie Handbook. This is what every well-dressed femme would covet to be on her bookshelf.
Would you like to sign off?
This is Doris Anderson, your lesbian in the street. Doris Anderson, lesbian in the street. Thank you for listening, and have a nice lesbian day.